springtime, just a few weeks before the rain, and we get storms. So from that hill, the water collects and it comes down rushing into the garden, following my camera to the left side. So just between this red flag and that white flag, it forms a dam there, but that's where we actually want to have our driveway or walkway. So between the red flags, it's a garden. Between the white flags, it's a garden. As you can see with that grass, that's a red. So that will be our second garden. So we're trying to channel this water away from the drive or walkway, away from the garden, especially the white garden, just straight down. So as you can see, it's fairly grassy and the water doesn't come at a very high pace, but we are trying to channel it down to that river. So the goal is that it comes straight down and goes straight to the river. But we have here a hills or a higher place which almost blocks the water from just passing through. So I have done and started with this trench, which will create a lower point in the garden or in this area so that the water can pass through. The left side is what I'm going for. The right side is how the left side used to look like a few hours ago. Anyways, in the nearest future, the second goal is to have a dam just like a few meters away from this trench, maybe like 9 meters, just right there, to create a dam or a pond. Think properly a pond. Dam is too big, a pond, which will capture all the water during the storm times and just past summer. As we get rain for like 3 months, about 50 millimeters in 20-25 minutes, so it's storms and hail. So we want to put that water into work, but by all means getting it away from our plants. So all that soil that I'm digging out of the trench, I am moving to this garden, which is the first garden. So this is the first garden of farming gods or regenerative farming in this area. So I'm very excited about it. So I'm trying to get the water out of this garden so it runs around it. So where I am moving the soil to, that's normally a lower point. So the water collects and eventually comes out, cutting through the garden towards the riverside. So I want to stop that. So I'm filling with that soil from the trench to move all the water outside of the garden, almost like create a higher point in the garden, towards where the pond will be, as I said, in the nearest future. But yeah, anyways, if I have to bet between humans and nature, I will put my money on nature. So a traditional way of making trenches is to dig, throw the soil away, make a pavement or use plastic. But I am a big fan of God's creation. I'm a big fan of nature. I'm a big fan of trying by all means to minimize disturbance. So my approach to trenches is to dig out, put the grass on the side, dig out the soil, go deeper, and then refill that area with the grassy patches that you have taken out, so that there is no soil erosion when the storms comes and the winds, and there's minimum disturbance towards the micro and macroorganisms that thrive in this environment. So I don't want to change the whole environment, but just the landscape, to move away the water from the plants I'm going to plant. I mean, believe me or not, nature doesn't care about the cabbage that I am going to plant or whatever it is that I'm going to plant, but it finds this place ideal for it to live, and I don't want to ruin that. So yeah, this is my approach in making trenches, and I love it. It's a little bit of work compared to the other ways. But anyways, let's see how it goes. Here is the final product. This is the grand finale. So the pros of digging trenches or making trenches this way is I never have to re-dig them again, since there is no wash off happening. It's just clean water passing through due to the grass that almost works as a server. So yeah, it's a little bit of work, but it's a once-off type of a thing. So I love that, and more than everything else, I just love that it is in harmony with nature. And thank you for watching. Up until next time.